Okay, so hello guys, welcome to the session 2 of this weekend series, Azure AI weekend series. So here I'm Jay Surya SM. I'm an data analyst at Product Technologies, and I'm an uh, Microsoft certified AI engineer and global AI bootcamp speaker. And I'm contributing to the tech community via blog and YouTube videos and so many tech sessions. So if you wanted to get contact with me, you can follow me on LinkedIn, right? So before starting the session, I just wanted to go through the previous session. What are all the quick go through. So before in the first session, we have gone through the basics of Azure AI and what are all the fundamentals that we need to cover before appearing for the A 900 examination. So hope you all got some idea like how we can appear for A 900, what all the syllabus that need to cover, and what are all the things that we need to consider for before appearing for the exams, right? And moreover, we have touched some parts in machine learning algorithms and some AI techniques, AI terminologies, AI glossaries and all. So hope you haven't uh, you know much idea about that after my explanations. Is that right, Avinash? Yes, thank you. So let me share my screen, and I promise that in this session, specifically session 2, you'll be getting more idea on Azure AI, and we'll be touching one more concept, which is nothing but AI Foundry, which have integrated in Azure AI, right?
AI Foundry.
Yeah, AI Foundry.
Okay.
Um, it's okay, share my screen. Hope you can see my screen, right? Very nice.
Yes, yes. We
Yeah,
can see.
thank you. So welcome to the session, tech seminar session on second seminar session on Azure AI. So in the session, we are going to get started with the Microsoft AI Foundry, right? So you can see the QR code underneath of my picture. That is nothing but a LinkedIn QR code. If you can scan this QR code, you can connect with me through LinkedIn, right? So let's get started. So, what all the expectations that we need that I'm going to that we can expect is that first we are going to cover what is Microsoft Copilots and what is AI Studio. Recently, it has been changed to as Azure AI Foundry, and what are the model catalogs that we are going to cover, and what is prompt flow, and finally we'll be having a demo how we can utilize the AI Foundry, that API keys, and what are all the conversation flows that we can design in. Azure AI Foundry. And last, we'll be having quick conversations between us, which is nothing but it's a doubt clearing sessions Q&A. Right? Let's get started. So first we have a Microsoft Copilot. Microsoft Copilot, which is nothing but it has the contain of we can say that it's an a virtual assistant. Uh, it has been integrated in M365 Power Apps, M365 applications, Power Apps, and Power Platforms, Dynamic 365 Copilot, Windows Copilot, Security Copilot, Bing Chat. So I will be explaining these concepts, these components one by one. So, security copilot is nothing but we'll be having in each of the every organization that for a security breach, we'll be having security protection, threat detections, and for that we'll be using security copilot and Microsoft 360, Defender XDR and Microsoft Purview, Microsoft Intune. So much of the technologies that we'll be using in the integration of Security Copilot. Besides that, we'll be having an AI virtual assistant, uh, which is nothing but it's a Copilot. And Bing Chat. Bing Chat, obviously, you know that Bing is an browser, Microsoft browser. Besides that, we'll be having an AI virtual assistant, which is used for the AI-powered searches. And Following that, we'll be having Microsoft 365 Copilot. Microsoft 365 is nothing but we are using it on daily. It can be in Word, Microsoft Word, PowerPoint, Excel, Outlook. In all that we'll be having an integration of Azure AI, virtual assistant. What it will do is that it will, if you give some task, specific task, say for example, you are using a Microsoft Copilot in PowerPoint. So by using a few clicks, you can just design a huge, huge and uh, eye-catching slides through commands. So how you are using the ChatGPT? Likewise, we will be using a Microsoft Copilot for designing uh, you know the PPTs. And if you wanted to use it on Excel, we can use it for the advanced analytics. So if you're analyzing the single sheet of the Excel sheet, if you wanted to do some aggregation functions on that, right? So you can what you can say is that you can select particular column, particular field, and you can ask for any of the aggregation functions. So for example, if you wanted to sum the particular field, you can add up the particular column and you can get the figures, right? Copilot stack. So this is the Copilot stack that Microsoft is following now. So first, you can see the arrow, right? The Copilot Studio is nothing but it's used for creating an agents. So Copilot Studio, where we can create our own chatbots, right? And the Microsoft Copilot and our Copilot, our designed Copilot that can be integrated in Microsoft applications, and by using the AI orchestrations and our own data, we can build some AI tool chains, and completely this will be working on the Microsoft Cloud, which is nothing but Azure, right? And on top of that, these considerations will be fall under AI safety and security concerns. So here we have the Azure AI Studio. So Azure AI Studio, which is nothing but it's a unified platform where we can, where we have the comprehensive AI tools and the code-centric developer experiences. So it's not a problem that if you are come from a non-technical background or a technical background, it's just in you can work it on the drag and drop, or you can work it on the code-centric platforms, right? We have code editors in Azure AI Studio, so you can use the code to build your own chatbots. And second, we have the data and searches. So data integration, where we can integrate our data from various platforms, various data sources like blob storage, Azure Data Lake, and so on. And third, we have the foundation models. Foundation models is nothing but recently ChatGPT has launched the GPT-5, which using lakhs and lakhs of GPU capacity, and it consumes lots of GPU capacity, and it gives you the immersive results, yeah, impressive results. So obviously, we will be using GPT-5, GPT-5, 3.5, GPT-5, 3.5 Turbo, GPT-4, GPT-4o Mini. So many models that we have in our choice. And fourth, we have the safe and responsible AI, where, as in AI developers, we should consider that the safe and the responsible AI as a principle that we need to follow while building our AI-powered apps. And fifth, we have the full development lifecycle, where we will be considering the prompt flow. Uh, you know, uh, uh, Say for example, you might wonder that if you have used ChatGPT and the ChatGPT is replying to you regarding to the previous messages, according to the previous messages. So how it is, generating those messages? So there will be lots and lots of progress that lots and lots of processes that behind happening uh, while building the application. So we need to configure that. Okay, ChatGPT, you have to reply in this way. You have to reply in friendly way, and you have to reply in professional manner. Likewise, we will be configuring, or we will be programming the chatbot as such. And LLM ops. LLM is nothing but it's a uh, brain of the chatbot of a chat GPT, we can say. LLM is nothing but it will be having the huge, humongous data, right? So where it will consider, we can store our own data and we can retrieve our own data. LLM is nothing but it's a large language model, first of all. So Azure maintains these LLMs on their own. And recently they have, not recently, like way back, they have, integrated OpenAI into Azure. So it came up as an Azure OpenAI, and we can we can monitor the models, right? We can monitor the models' performances, what are the performances that they are proceeding with. So data search is nothing but that we will be seeing here. Okay? So data is a primary one. Data is a fuel that powers the AI. So here we can, integrate the structured and unstructured data. Hope you all have, idea of what is structured and unstructured data. So it forms, the combination of pictures, videos, text, and the GIFs. So which is nothing but it's an unstructured data. Most over, like we'll be handling this unstructured data in our databases, and we can connect with the blob storage, Azure Data Lake, Fabric One Lake, the local files that we have typically that we'll be doing it, and S3 bucket, Azure AI Search, and countless others. So we can integrate these data into our ecosystem, Azure AI ecosystem, Azure AI Foundry ecosystem. So vector search in Azure AI Search. Yeah, Vinesh.
Yeah, can you tell me the difference between one lake and data lake?
So one lake is nothing but it will be having a huge number of data, and it will be get categorized, right?
How?
So we'll be labeling it, Avinash. So
Okay.
manually we will be labeling it. One lake is nothing but it's kind of on OneDrive, right? OneDrive that we have it on our local system. So in cloud, what they will say is that it is called as one lake.
Got it, bro.
Yeah. So vector search in Azure AI Search. Vector search in a sense like will be, if we have in a particular document, say for example, what you can say, uh, the science related textbook, right? So it has an n number of content, and if you are asking the document to retrieve the particular component from any of the pages, it can do that. It can do that. How? Because like we are converting those words into embeddings, which is nothing but it's a vectorization process by using will be I'll be like teaching those concepts in more detail. Like I don't know, give you the more number of ideas and the more number of stuffs that you people feel difficulty to digest it one day. So let's go slowly and just imagine now that the words will be converted as a numbers. Because why? Because the computer recognizes only the numbers, not the words. So that's why what we will be doing is that we'll be completely converting the words into numbers, and that numbers will be get mapped, right? So if you are asking any questions, if you're asking any query, that query also will be converted into embedding, and that embedding will be searched on the LLM, and we'll be getting the results. So this flow that we'll be, go through deeply in further days, right? And Azure AI Search, which contains the vector search, keyword search, plus re-ranking. So this combination that, helps the agent to behave fast and more accurate manner. So you can see the graph. So if you are using the keyword search, which the performances that the high quality results will much low compared to other keywords, sorry, the other search methods. So if you are using the hybrid method, if you're using the hybrid method, we'll be, reaching the high quality results at the top, right? The performance query will be reaching at the top and we'll be getting the more accurate results. The Azure AI Studio's foundation models that we are going to see. So here we have, latest Azure OpenAI services that we have. And as of now, like we have a GPT-4 Turbo, GPT-4 Turbo with Vision. Vision is nothing but it's an CNN model that which observes if you're uploading any pictures, and if you are asking what are the pictures that say, the GPT could answer. Say, for example, if you're clicking any of the uh, you know the natural sceneries, and if you're uploading it on a GPT, and you are asking what the picture is all about, and the GPT will answer, okay, uh, this is the picture. In this picture, I could see that the sun is rising besides the mountain, and we have a greenery, visuals, like kind of. And DALI is nothing but DALI 3 is nothing but will be generating the images. And as of now, yesterday, ChatGPT has integrated GPT-5 into their system. Azure OpenAI services, GPT-4 Turbo with Vision, so which enables the multimodal GenAI with the video, image, and the text, and which unlocks the new scenarios with integrated Azure AI vision supports and augmented RAG patterns. RAG is nothing but retrieval augmented generation. So, as I have said earlier, as I mentioned it earlier, when you are uploading any of the PDF into your system, and you can ask that document, you can ask the chatbot to retrieve any of the results from the document. Say, for example, if you wanted to learn about the solar system, you can, pick up that only the content from the textbook, and you'll be getting a much definitions about uh, the solar systems. So how it is happening that we can see in later, right? Azure AI built on trust. So your data is your data. That's what Azure AI promises. And your data is not used to train the foundation AI models. And your data is protected by the most comprehensive enterprise compliance and security controls. So here we have some announcements that are fine-tuning your Azure AI, Azure OpenAI models. You can fine-tune your GPT 3.5 Turbo, and you can fine-tune your GPT-5, GPT-4. And I'm not sure that whether the GPT-5 model is available on Azure AI Foundry. So let's see that, okay, in the demo. So first that we hopped into the model catalog. So which is all about the quantity and the quality. So we have a limited number of Azure OpenAI models that which was integrated with OpenAI, and these models, which says that GPT-4, GPT-4 Turbo, GPT 3.5, ChatGPT, and the DALI models, and where you can deploy and fine tune on your own infrastructure, which curated by Azure AI. So these Phi2, Falcon, Databricks, Dolly, V2, and Stable Diffusion, and more like you'll be having an Hugging Face embedding models. So where I have said that we'll be using the whole board that will be converted into numbers. So we'll be using a Hugging Face embeddings. So which is nothing but it's a component. It's an open source tool that we can use to convert the word into embeddings, which is nothing but into numbers. I can, I will explain that how those numbers will be appeared after converted into as embedding. So model as a service. So Azure AI service, which contains a model as a service, where you have, heard about the infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, and software as a service. So this Azure AI Foundry, which says that they are providing a model as service, which they have seen that they are providing Azure GPT 3.5 turbo models and 4.0 mini and all. So that's what they are providing it. And launching soon that we'll be having a Metas, Llama 2s, and Mistral premium models, G4 2s, JIs, and Coherce commands also. And ready to use APIs that we can, get it from Azure AI, Azure AI Foundry, that, it will be considered into billing, pay as it goes service, and integrate within your own favorite LLM tools like PromptFlow, Semantic Kernel, and LangChain as well. And you can host it and fine tuning without provisioning GPUs. Why? Because they are, running behind the GPUs. That's why, they are saying that you don't need any of the GPUs, accessories, and providence. So model benchmarking. So benchmarking, where it is nothing but you can compare the model's performances, where you can check the performances of the GPT-5 Turbo, GPT 3.5 Turbo, and the GPT-4 Mini. So you can compare that to which model gives you the better accuracy, better satisfaction results. Here we have the safe and responsible AI that we need to consider when we are, creating our own AI applications. So this is all
Hello.
about, yeah, yeah, Minash.
Yeah, can you go to previous slide?
Yeah,
Thank
this
you.
slide.
Here, no, this one. Self and responsible.
Yeah,
Yeah. So here we have last one jailbreak risk detection, right?
yeah.
So what is this jailbreak risk detection like? How it is threat
Okay.
for our?
Yeah, jailbreak risk detection is nothing but we cannot manipulate the AI to do any of the the specific task. Say, for example, AI, the ChatGPT, where you can use it for only for the ethical considerations, not beyond that. So, if you are planning for designing or anything, developing any of the bombs and the explosives. So if you're asking for the ChatGPT to, I wanted to design or develop the explosives, the ChatGPT won't give you the answer. Why? Because it has been built under the ethical considerations. So this is nothing but it's a jailbreak. So this risk will be detected, and the safest answer will be given by the ChatGPT. Okay, for example, you are telling that, okay, ChatGPT, out of the control, and I was in so much of anger in that particular person, and I wanted to kill that person. So let give you, sorry, let give me the any of the plans to kill him. So the ChatGPT will not give you the answer. Why? Because the jailbreak that has been detected, and it will reply you, I am only an AI virtual assistant that I can help you, and so on, so on. Okay.
Understood.
So
Thank you.
yeah, yeah. This is the risk. Risk can be detected by using the behind the the configurations that we are going to configure in ChatGPT or any of the AI agents that we are going to build.
Okay, okay. Got it.
Yeah, yeah. So this is fairness. First, we have the thumb rule, which is nothing but it's a fairness. So the chatbot or the AI agents that we're going to build, it should be in the it should be in the principle called fairness, which is nothing but it should not be biased. It should not be telling the people uh, I will be supporting this race people and this ethnicity, and I will be supporting only to this people, this regions around the people. So it should not be like that. It should be balanced, and we have to design the chatbot, and we should configure, and we should develop the prompts that we need to integrate on that, and reliability and safety. So reliability is nothing but obviously it's all about uh, the privacy concerns that that besides that, but safety concern is nothing but it should not offend any of the people. It should not trigger any of the people's emotions. That is the main thing. And third, we have the privacy and security. Security, as I mentioned earlier, that your data is your data. A Foundry that won't, uh, generates or helps their model to get trained. And fourth, we have the inclusiveness. Inclusiveness is nothing but it should be application friendly. It should be user friendly to every humans. It should be, useful for the blind people or the deaf or whether they have dumb. So it should consider all of these humans, and it is to be, useful for each and every humans and user friendly. And transparency. Transparency is nothing but yeah, obviously in the word term itself, we can get to know that the transparency. The data should be much transparent, and there should not be any hide and seek behind the data. And at last, we will be having accountability. Accountability is nothing but commercials that we are talking about the billings. So if you are chatting, if you are chatting to the ChatGPT, obviously you'll be getting charged at some point of time. If you are using the premiums after utilizing so much of chat or generating the images, that billing will be generated. Likewise, so you should classify those billings correctly, and the accountable should be maintained for each and every of the compliances. Pioneering new re-engineering tools and practices. So first we have the evaluation and RAI dashboards. Sorry. The RAI is nothing but it's a risk AI, risk detection AI. So here you have asked the question, right, Avinash? So here you have the answer. The groundedness and the relevance, the how much the relevance should be, the ChatGPT should give you the answer, and the fluency and coherence that we can measure it on this, and the content safety that you can measure it. Obviously it should be on the 50-50 percentage that you can see it on right here. And the user prompts that you will be training the model, that how the model should be get trained, or how the model should get proceed the results. So you can say that if you are designing the chatbot for the tourism purposes, say for example you are designing the chatbot for India tourism, where we can our foreigners can come into the chatbot and they can ask about the Indian tourisms, that what are all the Indian favorite or the famous monuments that we have in India. So it will list out all the monuments that you can visit on each of the days, right? So that likewise you can give some of the prompts that you should behave like this. So we can train the model. Okay, you are the traveler guide, that you should guide the people when they are asking only related to the tourism, right? So it will answer only related to the tourism. Nothing beyond that. If you are asking about the science or technology, it won't answer to you, right? The full development life cycle that we're going to see. So the prompt flow, which is nothing but when we are streamlining the prompts orchestration for the AI applications. So which is an chain link that we are training our model to react each and every conversations, whether we can say it as a professional manner or in a friendly manner. Okay, let me stop it here. And if you have any doubts, just raise up your hands and shoot the questions. Right? Let's get into the demo after this.
All good from my side, Surya. Good presentation.
Yeah, thank you, Avinash. So how's it going?
Going good.
Okay, let me take it as a no. So our, well, the primary objective is to analyze the complete understanding of the AI Foundry now. So let's get into the browser, and here I have open. So obviously To get into our portal, we need to type a portal.azure.com, and after that we'll be hopping into this UI, and you can see that the creator resource, right? So let's click on that. So what we will be doing is that we'll be creating an Azure AI Foundry setup. So let's get into this search box and let's type AI Foundry. So here we have Azure AI Foundry. Let's click on that. So here we have, the Azure AI Foundry, that application that we need to create. So let's create Azure AI Foundry. And here you will be getting it to create a resource. And here you can see the resource groups. So resource group, it's nothing but you can consider it as a folder. In that folder, we'll be having a lot of files. So likewise, we'll be creating the resource group, and in that resource group, we'll be having a list of resources. So let me create it as a new. Let's name it as sorry, Azure Weekend. Okay. And let me name this resource as Azure AI Foundry. Okay. So let's type next, and the next. So this is the good practice that after creating the any of the resources that you can give some tags. So let me give some tags that we have created Azure AI Foundry. Let me tag my name. Okay, that this resource group has been created by me, and the value it can be any of the the numbers, right? So let me type the type. So what it will do is that it will create, or it will review, and if any of the error that has been found, it will be thrown to you. So let's create it. So it will be taking more time to get created. So what I have done is that I have created already one resources that we can utilize it for this session. So let's get into this. So here I'm into Azure AI Foundry. So after getting into this, you will be seeing this Explore Azure AI Foundry portal. So let's click on that. So after getting into this, you can see the model catalog that which was available in Azure Marketplace. So you can see, yeah, and under that they have integrated the GPT-5 model, GPT-5 Mini, GPT-5 Nano, and these are all the specified the GPT models that it can proceed. Obviously, it can do the chat completions that already we have seen it on the chat GPT, but these GPT-5 these GPT-5 types that they'll be having some of the variations that they are proceeding the answer while proceeding the answers, right? So why? Because you can create your own chat GPT or any of the agents that on your own, and how we can proceed that how we can utilize it. Say for example, go to Foro Mini, and here it will say that what is all about, what the ChatGPT 4 that can do, and it can do about the text image processing, JSON mode, and the parallel function calling. So if you are wait a minute, I'm getting it for you.
Hello?
Yeah, 1 second, 1 second.
Ah, okay, okay. Sorry, sorry.
Yeah. So these are all the models that we are going to use, and you can check up these capabilities. So I'm not sure that what it's all about. That we are considering that this Azure have gave some evidences that this model could proceed more results. So what we can do is that we can say use this model. The deployment name is nothing but GPT-4o and say deploy. And here we'll be having this key, which is nothing but it's an API key. And you can utilize this API key to generate the text or the image that we can develop by our Azure OpenAI SDK. SDK, the Python language, that is the only language, that's not the only language the Azure OpenAI gets supported. It supports JavaScript, REST, and Java, and C# as well. So you can select any of the languages. I will be selecting Python so that it will be user friendly for the beginners as well. So you can import these codes, and you can install it, and you can proceed it on your own editor, code editor. So let me tell you that we have developed one application, which is nothing but it's a pest detection application, which detects the pest by using this Azure OpenAI keys. So let me show you that. So this is the pest application that we have created, which contains lots of files. And in backend API, so we have the application.py. So in this, we have integrated those Azure keys that we have utilized from Azure OpenAI Foundries, right? So let me tell you how the application will look like. So this is the prototype application where we can upload any of the crops photo, and whether it will tell you that whether the crop that has been affected by any of the pest or not. So let's say browse file, and let me select any of the plant or the crop file. So this is the tomato leaf, and let's ask this application to analyze the image whether the yeah. So it is telling that tomato late blight, which is common species of the category of the tomato, and the confidence score is 100, and it will give you that whether the the crop has been affected by any of the pests. So it is telling that the tomato late blight is a destructive fungal disease caused by some of the which I can't pronounce it. And difficult to pronounce the scientific terms. So with symptoms that include the dark, water-soaked lesions on leaves. What it will give you that it will give you the complete prescription and insight of the leaf. So if you are taking, it will be useful for the farmers, whether they can double their crop yield after controlling those pest affections, right? So whether if the crop is got affected by any of the pest, obviously it will get spoiled or it will be get deteriorated or it will be get affected. So it will obviously affect their yield. So it is better to prevent before it is getting affected. So what we can do is that this application which allows the farmers to get to know that insights or what are all the prerequisites that they have to do before getting yield or something. So this application, which supports for 6 languages, so English, Tamil, and Hindi, Telugu, Kannada, Malayalam, and so on. So as of now, that we have support, we have designed this application only to support 6 languages, and if the farmer doesn't know how to doesn't know how to read the letters, they can hear this audio. Hopefully, like you're not getting. Can you hear the audio?
Nope.
Okay, that might be the Teams configuration problem.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah, so what it will do is that it will read all this text and it will give you the output. So it is an farmer friendly that the farmer it's not necessary to know he needs to read or he needs to listen. Either one is enough. And the other thing is
Hello?
that yeah,
Yeah,
you
here
can.
the audio will come in English or different languages.
It will be coming in all the languages. As of now, they have created only for English, Hindi, and Malayalam, I guess. So let's
Mm-hmm.
try Hindi. Let's say to analyze it again. Section Hindi. It's not working on Hindi. Let's try Telugu. Simple. Let's try Kannada. So it's not working on. I don't know. Like we have to update the program.
No problem, but it's good actually.
Yeah.
Idea
So
is good.
what? Yeah. Thank you. So when the farmer they have any of the doubts, they can ask it through their voice. They can use the voice assistant to get the data. And let's say,
And Surya, I just want to ask which you see here, like use assembly A or something
sorry.
for voice. What did you use? Did you use some
No,
key
I
or
have
something
used.
like that?
Yeah, I have used the Azure translation. Let me show you that. So here I have used the Azure translation for the translating the languages. So here I have used the Azure speech key. So this speech key that has
Okay.
been generated by Azure AI Foundry only.
Mm-hmm. Okay, okay, got it now. How
So
much does this cost?
uh, I'm not sure about the cost. Like it will cost around mm, point not $1 for 1,000 conversations, I guess.
Okay, okay, understood.
Yeah. So the miss like I have said sorry. It has detected that sorry. See, and it is yeah, and it is saying that no problem. How can I assist you? So this is the power of the Azure AI Foundry's models.
Great.
Yeah. And let me show you that how this Copilot works. Copilot Studio works. So let me tell you Copilot Studio, Microsoft. Let's try for free. Or I have 10 minutes. So after getting into this, okay, he's saying that I have uh, expired the free trial. That's not a problem. We can extend it. So here, what you can see is that here in this UI, you can create your chatbot within a minutes without using any of the code, right? So let's say to create the new chatbot. So it will be asking what kind of a chatbot, what kind of an agent that you need. The agent that I need is that the website Q&A. So here you can say to change the icons and you can instruct the agent to how to behave it. So here it was default one that you can maintain a polite and professional tone while assisting with questions about the knowledge source. There are specific topics that are off limitations for off limits for the discussions. And this is the description of the agent that the agent that can answer common questions from users using the content of your website, right? So let's say to create it. So knowledge base, which there's a default one, they are taking it as a Microsoft. We can add more knowledge base into that. So let's say a public website. Let me add any of the website. What website that you can suggest, Avinash? Any of the websites that you can suggest?
Netflix.
Netflix. I think it won't work because it is asking only the public website link. So let's try any of the public websites.
Amazon will work.
No, it's not a public website, right? It's an application.
Okay.
So, so what you can do, we can use tourism, right? The India tourism. Uh, I think we'll be having an Incredible India. Yeah. So we can use the Incredible India website. So owner confirm, add it to the agent. So let's say to create it.
Bro, I think before setting up the agent, we can add up the knowledge base, right?
Yeah, that's what we have added. The knowledge base is nothing but an Incredible India website.
Okay, that is the knowledge base we added.
Yeah, that is the knowledge base. And it's not only the websites that you can add PDF documents and SharePoint websites and so on. Right.
Okay.
So here you can ask, it has popping up that one message. Hello, I am your website QA Copilot. Please ensure the knowledge source on the left is pointing to your website. So I can provide the customized answer based on your website content. So let's ask for all the famous tourist spots in Hyderabad, let's say. So yeah, we are getting the answer: Charminar, Golconda Fort, Salar Jung Museum, and so on. And it is telling that what are the references that it has took. So you can see that the below, the overlay, the famous places to explore in Hyderabad, and it is giving the pipeline Incredible India that we have gave it as a source. Wonderful, right?
Recommendations.
Yeah, it is a a reference recommendation. So that is the only instruction that we have gave to this AI agent, and perfectly it is retrieving only from that source. It is not going beyond and searching it on the Google or something and is retrieving the answer. It is retrieving only from the source. So that's all about the session. You can create your own agents on your own, and you can deploy it on any of your websites by clicking in a few clicks. So if you say publish, you can publish, and there will be a billing issues. Okay, that's not a problem. So here you
Previously,
can, yeah,
previously I also built the agent Tamil Nadu tourism.
uh-huh, it's nice. So here I have created three more agents before, and we have deployed it. And you can see the channels, and these are all the channels that you can integrate
Integrate.
your chatbots. So let's say demo website authentication is going somewhere else. So here we'll be having authentication security. Let's try security. Yeah, authentication here we have to know authentication. And if you get into website QA, and let's say go for channels, demo websites, and here you can see the share your website that has been created by the copilot. So let's say to copy it and paste it on the search box, this URL. So here you will be getting the chatbot that you have designed. So we have some of the token issues that it's going beyond the um, copilot. So let's say hello. Obviously, we'll not be getting it. So because of the token issues that are going beyond. But what you can do is that rather than deploying it on the demo website, you can deploying it on your own website. So let's say web application, you will be getting this iframe link, iframe code that you can deploy or you can integrate this iframe code into your web application, and you will be getting the uh, chatbot besides your web application. So we have created one more application in hackathon conducting application. So which is nothing but uh, hackers doc. Yeah. So this is the application that we have created. Okay, let me confirm that whether that application is available on Google, and let me show it on the next session. Right, it's time, and we create. Okay, okay, let me stop my sharing screen. So how was the session, guys? This is all about the session. Thank you very much. So, your friends wanted to, yeah, Suresh, go ahead.
Did you create your code using Copilot?
No, I didn't. Which Copilot you're saying? The chatbot what I've created for the test detection of.
No, no, you are showing some other code also, right? I mean, I just wanted to know, have you ever used Copilot to
Uh,
write code, like develop software?
no, yeah, it can create a code. It can write a code. You have to create you have to configure as such, but you can you won't need to create any of the code to integrate the iframe links. It was already generated by Copilot.
No, no, I'm not talking about this application. I'm talking about as a software, like if people want to get into use Copilot for software engineering.
Okay. Copilot for software engineering. Rather than creating your software engineering kind of advanced configurations, what I will suggest is that you can create your application by the Python SDK that I have shown uh, it on previous in the demo. Let me share it on. Okay, share the screen and let me tell you once.
Can I add one point, Surya? Is that okay?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, Sirish, we can use Copilot, ChatGPT, Cloud, anything for the code. But the thing is, we want to write the logic in it.
yeah,
It's our idea. We can use any code. We can generate numerous codes, but logic is ours. That's
yeah,
all.
exactly. So here you can see those codes and all right. So this was already created by Azure AI Foundry that we can just copy paste it. And for the system prompt that you need to configure that how your bot should respond and whether you can create whether it should write any of the codes or not. Likewise, but it can generate it. It can generate, but you have to configure it in more robust manner. So that is all about the points.
Okay.
Makes sense. Makes sense, right? Yeah.
And Surya, I just want to know one thing. Like,
Yeah.
suppose you have your OpenAI Azure key, right? That
Yeah.
key, which is
Yeah.
valid key. What
Yeah.
if I get that key? If I use that key?
I'll be getting billed. I'll be getting billed, and for every of the responses I'll be getting billed, I will be paying the amount. So it is
Okay.
best practice. It is best practice to change the keys often, because the keys might be get leaked, right?
Hmm.
So after the
Yeah,
session, I'll be changing the keys.
yeah. Because what
Mm,
I'm seeing is so many people keeping their API keys in GitHub, Gemini API keys. So
exactly.
I'm wondering that why they are keeping because this is privacy, right?
No,
Then they will
actually,
get
it
billed.
should. Yeah, actually, it should be get masked. It should be get masked by any of the by filling out the X and XX. So likewise, it should be get masked. It should not be in
Mm-hmm.
the public. It is should be follow the good practice to follow that. But the people
Yeah, it should not
might
be in
be
public.
yeah.
One junior developer in my company uploaded something to GitHub and put
Oh,
company keys. He was fired the next day.
Yeah,
oh,
definitely
messed up,
it will happen.
messed up,
That
messed
is
up.
company privacy policy, no?
Yeah, they should not leak any of the privacy policy or intellectual
Mm.
properties, right?
Not a single ID even. If we mess up even single ID, then next day, bye bye.
Yeah, yeah, complete mess up.
Yeah. So I that's why only we are keeping that keys in .env file, right? So we don't hard code it and something.
Yeah,
And when
not
we are
only
providing,
the .env that even though if you're using the .env, that it is most advisable to change the keys often. But yeah, obviously, like we'll not be uploading the .env files in the GitHub, but some of the beginners or some of the
hmm,
the starters that they will be uploading the .env files also in the GitHub. That is not
yeah,
advisable. Yeah,
why I'm saying this is previously I also upload this thing, but now I got experience, no? That's why I'm
yeah,
saying like that.
yeah. So I have uploaded this feedback link where you can fill the feedback and let me know that what are all the suggestions that I need to carry forward for the next sessions. Not only the suggestions that you can see how was the session and what are the key takeaways that you took. And please send or share what are the stuff that we are taking off. So your friends will also get benefited. And I have added you people into channel, right? You can share those channel links to your friends and ask them to attend the session. It's all about the free of cost, right? So just let me know if you have completed the feedback. So if you have completed the feedback, you can
You are not
leave the
audible.
session.
You are not audible.
Yeah, I'm audible.
No,
No, wait, I'm audible now.
no.
Actually, Suraj, audible.
Sorry.
Is there
Uh,
any problem with my side? Wait, let me check.
yes,
No,
that may
it's
be.
good from my side.
Yeah.
He's asking to submit feedback. Yeah, completed.
So thank you guys. Thanks for joining the session. And I will see you people in the next session. Okay. And I will be. There is no
What is
mandatory
happening?
that,
I can't hear you, bro.
but
Yo,
I can hear you. I can hear you. Just rejoin, Arles. So that's not a mandatory that if you have already registered to the events, you will be getting the email for attending the session. Yeah.
maybe rejoin. Okay.
So if you're already registered for this event, you'll be getting the mail for the meeting link in your email by end of this week, end of the every week, either the Thursday or Friday, right? So there is no need for registering it for again and again. It's only for the new users. Whether if you wanted to, proceed for the next session, they wanted to join the next session, they should register. Okay. Thanks for joining the session, guys. See you on the next weekend. Okay. Ta-ta. Bye bye.
Happy weekend.
Yeah. Happy weekend. And don't forget to share the channel link and the group link and the YouTube link to your friends. Okay. Share it among your group. Okay.
Sure,
Thank
bro.
you. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Raviraj. Thank you. Thanks for joining.
Thank you for your time too.
Yeah. Thank you very much. Anytime.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Thank you so much.